And everybody's gonna fail. You know, I have messed up, and that's how we generally learn the best is when we mess up something. So don't be scared to fail. Don't be scared to try something new, you know, and pay attention. You know, go out and look and see what's going on. And like feeding hay, for instance, everything I do, I try to think, is there a better way to do it? What am I trying to accomplish? You know, what was the outcome of it? Did it do good? Did it do bad? Do I want to try it again? And really, really put forth some thought into your decisions that you make. We bought this place at the end of 17, and I actually looked back, it was like 5 years later before we ever bought our first animal. So this wasn't cut over, it was woods. And like somebody said earlier, what works in one area may not work in your area, because we're all different. You know, some South Louisiana, Southeast, I mean, that's a totally different world. You get South Alexandria, it's totally different. You know, so you can't do just because John over here, as you read about somebody else doing it. So you got to make sure you got to do what fits in your environment. The same way with your animals, you got to get animals that fit your environment. You can't go buy a bull from North Dakota and bring him down to South Louisiana and expect him to do good. So, and that's what we've had, you know, we've done. It's been kind of hard getting an animal that I like that can thrive, because obviously you can see we don't have the best grass in the world. We're trying, you know, but the best thing to do, if you got 10 animals that's doing good and you got 5 that's not doing good, get rid of the 5. So I can't move mine every day. I wish I could. I know some people that move them twice a day. That's great if you can do that, but it's not for everybody. I mean, we was moving ours like once a week, and now we're down to like 5 days. So we're constantly, you know, getting better. So just because someone else is doing it, you know, not everybody can do that. It's just got to fit your life and your schedule. I've got 6 ground rods for mine. And if you'll notice, they're at the eave of the building. So when if it turns off dry and you get a little shower, that water's gonna fall on those ground rods. It's gonna keep your grounding system better. There's so many feet of ground rod per jewel, and that's how fence chargers are rated, but just buy you a good one, like I said, and just read, because every one of them is different. You know, I got a Cyclops, but Stafix is good. There's some zebras, I think, that they sell in there. If it's for $50, it's probably not a good one. And if you're gonna have electric fence, that tester, you can't have electric fence without a tester. Because you don't want to touch it. You can't get your wife to touch it. But you need to buy you one of these things. Yeah, they make all different kinds, but if you're gonna have electric fence, you gotta have a tester. But when you see 10 kW or 10.5 kW, you know it's hot. And you see all them animals, that little bitty white wire, they don't mess with it. I mean, you can fill up both of them if you're gonna be gone a while, or you don't like feed. You can just put 2 feeders on here. You can drag it. If your dog stays with your animals, you can just drag this every time you move your animals. So it's portable. It's designed to where the sheep cannot get in it, because it's got to go over that board and underneath that wire. So you don't want your sheep and stuff to get in there and start eating the dog food. So if you buy minerals already mixed together and say they really need one, well, they got to eat the whole bag to get the one they need. We're doing it this way, they can actually pick and choose what they need. You know, but rotational grazing, you can drag this thing and it's always with your animals. They don't have to go back to a barn or a feed trough. It's waterproof. I mean, them sheep, they crawl all over the top of it, and you know, if you get a good conveyor belt, it's waterproof. One year I bought some from a guy. He had ryegrass and crimson clover hay. I unrolled it. That spring I had ryegrass and crimson clover everywhere. But all that stuff I'm gonna roll out, all that's gonna go to the ground. It's gonna rot. You know, worms gonna eat it. It's gonna build soil, and plus all the seed. If you got some overgrown thicket, throw a round bale up in the middle of it. And you watch them cows and they stomp it in the ground, it'll clean it up. So use that stuff, use those cows to your advantage and make them do the work. One guy said, look at them as employees. Use them. If they don't want to work, send them to town. There is no recipe. So you can't get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 list. You've got to be able to look at what you got and make good decisions based on your environment, your animals. Do you have too many animals? Right. You know, or do I have the wrong kind of animals? You've got to be able to look and you learn as you go to make those better decisions.
There's a lot of smart people out there, and it's just like anything in life. You got to follow people that's doing it.